the start of today's race. We've got 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's a delayed start, like normal. But we are finally underway. Wimpy gets a drive-through penalty off the rip. Looks like a decent start from Mikenda, who's ghosted through Vinny. There's some 3 wide action near the back with Kibo, Magnus, and Kutender and Pixel as they all steam down into turn 2. Any collisions here? Very close with the Alfa Romeo on all the other cars. It's carnage in the back though. A lot of cars losing positions. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. It is Hugos who is off. But we'll keep with the action as Kutender's going side by side with Pixel, very close to each other there. As Mikenda and Vinny are going side by side too, so I'll just keep on board with them because that's for the higher positions. Looks like Vinny's going to hold on to that position for now. Pixel and Kutender, but Pixel's now going to go up the inside of Knuckles. He's changed to the outside line for this sharp left-hander, and he's got that move done up the inside. A great start by Pixel to get himself up in the order.
Red Bull, Inferno Koi get it all wrong out of the hairpin.
Timo and Larson going side by side for P3. They're still side by side. Vinny not giving this up. They've been side by side since the hairpin. This is great racing by the 2 drivers, but Vinny does concede. Has he? He's got the switchback. Great racecraft by the 2. And is Timo going to have that position? Not currently. Timo very close to spinning there. Larson just sitting at the back, watching them getting the popcorn up. We've got a fantastic view for this.
P8, Vinny is under attack here. Oh, Cable Magson's out of the race. What has happened there?
I think he's spun at the safety car. We have got a safety car deployed.
Oh my word.
5-second penalty for severe collision with Kutender and Nico. No messing around. He spins! He spins under the safety car and he's around! Oh no!
Back of the grid, but
yeah, Timo's going for it on Mikenda. He's going up the inside. Mikenda is damaged. That's why he's fallen off so quickly. Mikenda banging wheels with Timo, not giving him an inch into the hairpin. But Timo goes in deep, but he will have the better exit, and that's the move done for Timo. He now needs to just get his head down and gain 3 temps on Nefluke, but Mikenda's not going to let him do it. He's going to go back up the inside. Timo's lagged back.
Oh no! Disaster for Timo.
Let's not steal the thunder away from Nefluke. He's done nothing wrong this whole race, and he crosses the line in P1 to claim his first win of the season.
Extreme Gaming League presents
Hello and welcome to the Tier 2 Monaco Grand Prix. Today in the commentary box with me is the one and only Jensen89.
Yes, welcome everybody. Monaco this week can be a pretty boring race, can also be action-packed. We have to wait and see what's going to happen. Qualifying is dry at least. We don't know what the race will be, so we have to wait and see.
Yeah, no one out on track currently.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. There's the first engine starting.
Because I was getting kind of worried that we
Yeah,
like
that the
frozen
lobby
out.
was stuck.
Yeah, and the first driver to come out is in Alfa Romeo. That'll likely be cursed on Monaco, so yeah, but all the drivers coming out first minute just sorting out their setups. So we're gonna have to...
Oh, that's interesting. It's quite busy in pit lane.
Yeah, a lot of drivers pulling out, getting prepared for their first run. Very short track Monaco is, you should be able to get 3 runs in very easily over the course of this 18-minute practice session. 2 minutes already gone. So as they navigate through their outlaps, and not really a high pressure zone currently, but they will not be leaving an inch once they get underway and cross that line to start their qualifying lap. Every single tap of the wall could be very fatal to any lap that could be set today.
Yeah, we have Terror in chat doing a little yell for Timo, of course. So good to see you all in chat as well.
Yeah, Timo's obviously gained quite a lot of pace in the previous races, really proving himself as a charging figure in Tier 1, winning his first race at Silverstone, putting on a good show in Germany, and I believe he came P2, so good showing from Timo so far, as Kirst goes through the casino square for the very first time, very close to the wall there.
Yeah, he actually hit it. I was on board with him.
Yeah, he navigates his way down Mirabeau and through the lowest hairpin. It's not called that anymore after there was a hotel built, but I do not know the name of the corner now. It's cursed, very close to the walls. He should be Monaco. Doesn't really get the best exit off Portier as he blasts his way down the tunnel, coming into the Nova chicane. Very close, cutting it slightly on the curb, which you are allowed to do in this game. It gains you a lot of time if you do that. As you come to a swimming pool section, and now the hardest corner, he hits the wall. I think that is wing damage. It is. We see some Alfa Romeo end plates on both sides fly off the cars. Really going to hamper him through these final couple corners as he opens his DRS to set the first time of the session, and it's 1 minute 10.5. Not a bad banker by the Alfa Romeo driver, as Tailman goes top of the 10.3. What's Timo got on the bank before his teammate crosses the line of Satoshi? He's got 11.2, Satoshi's got a 10.8. So the McLaren boys split themselves original P3 and 4, but only four people have set a lap, and that's changed as Verk puts himself up in P6 with a 10.496 in keyboard, falling down to 7th with Pixels that's a lap in P7.
Yeah, now comes one of the biggest challenges in Monaco qualifying. Not driving in the way of drivers who are on a lap. There are a few tactical points where you can pull over and let the driver behind you who is on a lap by, but yeah, if you get in the third sector, it's going to be a little bit tricky.
It's very difficult to get out of the way, as I will put tyres on, something I did forget to do. Then you got Pixel, Keyboard and Motocrosser all opting for different tyres of the softs, with Motocrosser Keyboard with the mediums, and Pixel interestingly on the hard compound tyres, which I didn't think we would see, as it should be an easy one-stop from soft to medium. So maybe Pixel's going for an inverted strategy from mediums to softs. But around Monaco,
could be the case, yeah.
Yeah, but around Monaco, track position is key, so I think that'll be the best idea for Pixel on this occasion. Boxing, as he does have front wing damage.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Motocrosser putting himself in P6 on the mediums. He's done a very good job there. We've still got 7 drivers who have not set a lap, some of which haven't even, one of which hasn't come out the pit lane in the form of Larson in the Williams car.
Joel with a invalid lap. Or it was his outlap. It was his outlap. He's on the lap right now. Ooh, he hit the wall.
Yeah, very close. He's put it down in no ERS, so he has aborted this lap.
Yeah. Hugo goes P5.
A good lap from Hugo's to elevate himself further up the order to a 10.6. Tailman's still currently in P1 with a 10.3. So I wonder what time's going to come down. I'm going to say high 9s will be the pole position in this race. Tier 1 aliens will be doing, I assume, low 9s, maybe dipping into the high 8s.
Mm-hmm.
But some pretty good lap time so far. This is tricky circuit like Monaco, and Tier 2 quite notorious for being quite a messy tier so far.
Yeah, and I'm commentating again, so should be good. Go ahead.
Yeah, every time you've commentated, we've had a good race. So
yeah, exactly. Let's hope for it again. But yeah, I was also going to say mid to high 9s. Of course, everyone does a careful banker lap first. You don't want to crash out without setting a lap time. So I think there's definitely half a second of margin, at least, for some of these guys.
Yeah, McKenna on his lap, and that was getting extremely close to the barriers in Portier, which is what you want to do to milk every ounce of the circuit to make sure you get the best lap time you possibly can. Not taking it in 5th through there, he does a 52.3. I believe it was a flash of purple initially, but I think he is down on the main time by a 10, so let's see if he can put in a good final couple corners. It doesn't look like he's got it quite right, but as he comes to the line, he puts himself up in P6 with a 1 minute 10.7, but Ron, new to the grid, I didn't see him last week, unless I did, and I just don't remember, puts himself on provisional pole with 1 minute 10.252 on the soft compound tyres. Everyone now on the softs, and the majority of people out for their second run.
Yeah.
So we've got a yellow flag.
Someone crashed out in the chicane.
It's Larson. He crashed out the chicane. I think he might just be letting people through. So
yeah, looks like it, yeah.
So the only places where you can really let people through is you watch Timo come through the middle sector. Not that far down, so if he just puts in a nice final sector, he should be able to gain some time. Vert gets nicely out of the way for him on that occasion. As he comes around there, that's not the line you want to be taking, hits the outside the wall. That's where you're going to hamper his exit, and he does not improve. A 10th in it for him, and that does not help him on this occasion. Tailman on his lap, he's coming through Casino Square down in the Mirabeau, and he's gained a 10.5 in the first sector. So he just needs to carry that the whole way through the lap, and it'll be provisional pole for him once again. Konopolis is on his lap, he's 2 tenths up, so that puts him pole, but there's a Williams on the side of the track next to some debris, so I don't know whether he's getting out of the way or he's lost it. I think it might be the latter.
Yeah, this is going to be pole. He had a very good chicane as well there, from what I saw.
It's a 10.146. Once Tillman got through the middle sector, he's 4 tenths up. We might see the first 9 of the session shifting up into 5th momentarily, and then all the way back down to 1st. The only one I've really seen short shifting through the Raskas complex of corners so far as he's sticking close to the inside wall. It is a 1 minute 9.7, and that puts him pole by 4 tenths. A great lap by Tailman to get himself up the order. A provisional pole once again.
Yeah, and this is exactly what you want with your second run, so you can drive the last one flat out taking all the risks you need to maybe even go faster than this. But this will definitely be a top 3 time. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah, I think it will be. Tillman will be feeling pretty confident with that time, and yeah, like you said, he'll be able to push on his lap. Motocrosser is coming to finish his lap, sticking close to the left-hand side. He crosses the line with a 10.2, putting him in 3rd place for now. Ooh, he's in the rear on the exit of turn 1, almost going into the Williams.
Yeah, Milos is right behind, just starting his lap. First, of course. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, there's a Red Bull coming.
And don't forget that Kirst had wing damage in his lap. It wasn't a very good lap. He's 2/10 down in the first sector. So maybe he can challenge a little bit at the front, but he got the hairpin all wrong.
It's not looking too good for Kirst on his lap at the minute.
Nope. But maybe he can do something about the last sector. He definitely lost a few tenths there.
Yeah, obviously with the wing damage, I think he hit it at the exit of the back. He's going to try and get the best exit he can, but losing the rear is not going to help him. He's hit the wall again. He's 6 temps down, and that's the end of that lap for him. He puts it down, turns the energy down, and that is the end of that lap. McKenna on a lap coming in the first sector. 2 temps up. So far, good lap by McKenna with a 10.7 is his current time. We'll be doing a 10.5. Which will put him in the region of Curse and Berg. He takes a very sharp line coming through there, not really going for a wider apex and getting a good line for the tunnel. Coming into the Noval chicane now. He brakes very nicely and gets the car turned in, coming through to back. He holds it in 5th, uses every inch of the circuit, 3 temps up. Timo's going to need to get out of his way.
Yeah, does that perfectly. I have to say, drivers really get out of the way nicely.
Yes, McKenna loses the exit of Rascals, but not the final corner, as McKenna comes up to the line now and puts himself P7 with a 10.4.
Yeah. Timo immediately starting a lap right behind him, so McKenna now needs to get out of the way.
Yes, Timo climbs up the hill to Casino Square, taking it very nicely.
Yeah, that looks very smooth.
Yeah, very good indeed by Timo. 3 temps up, 3.5 temps up, and it's 11.2. There's an 18.5 in the first sector, so not a bad place. What can he do in the middle as he navigates his way down into Portier and enters the tunnel?
Looks pretty good so far.
Yeah, it does. The McLaren boys really need to boost themselves up the order if they want to score some good points. Track position is key at Monaco. Gets another chicane very nice indeed. Gets it really nice. Can't really say the same about the back.
Was the Prix on track?
Yeah, the yellow flags have cleared as Timo comes into Raskas.
Yeah, he's definitely going to improve.
Yeah, 7 times up to the final corner. Gets a very nice exit.
A low 10, I think.
McLaren across the line just goes P2 with a 1 minute 10.0.
1,000 faster than Buddy Hugo.
Yeah, as his teammate Satoshi was about to try and win a board of, puts himself up in a P5. A 10th apart from his teammate, but 2 positions on.
Ooh, Tillman got it all wrong in his 3rd lap. But he might try again if he has enough fuel.
He's got a red front wing there, Jensen. I don't think he'll be
Ah,
trying
okay.
again.
Yeah, I was on board.
Yeah, you can't really see the front wing from the onboard view.
Yeah.
Very difficult. We'll try and find someone who's on a lap. Usually at this part of the session, people either on the out lap or pitting. So we'll have a look to try and find someone. Looks like Van Beats is on a lap. As he comes around the final corner, he opens the DRS.
We have Pretorius asking in chat where the rain is.
Well,
not here.
Well, the rain was really turned this race on its head, and be an interesting spectacle. So,
Yeah.
for us. I think I will believe this.
Still for the race itself, most of the time rain isn't that great for the racing because you get massive gaps. I think the best thing you can get is rain at the end of a race. But yeah, we will see this race. I think it will be dry.
Yeah, I think it will be too. In a sunny place of southern France and northern Italy.
Yeah.
There's this little place called Monaco. It's where this race will be held today, as Larson retires from the session on his own accord after setting an 11.3. Obviously feels he can't really improve on that time.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that.
Hugo's on a lap. He'll be looking to improve on his 10.1 and challenge Tailman for that pole position. I wonder if Timo's going to get out in time. Both the McLaren drivers are still in the pit lane.
They won't make it, I feel.
No, they won't. With how long
Nah, they
takes.
can retire. Yeah.
I think that's qualifying over for the two McLarens.
Hugo a 10th up on his time, so he's not going to improve.
Ooh, yeah, he got it all wrong, and he goes into the pit lane. That's the end of his lap. Kenda,
We see a lot of people exiting pit lane, but they are way too late.
Well,
Satoshi is out.
Well, yesterday, well not yesterday, last week, me and Chief had an issue where the timing was wrong on our screen, and drivers were, I think it was, a driver across the line. I think it might have been Tailman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look
or
at
someone like there was someone quite fast.
Yeah, look at them pushing in the hairpin. Yeah, 20 seconds. Even if you cut the chicane and go straight, you won't make it. Also something you can do, of course, because it's not nice.
I think that's a timing glitch. That's what me and Chief had.
Okay.
I think these drivers are going to get a lap in on time.
Yeah, Inferno Koi and Motocrosser are the last two to set a lap.
McKenna crosses the line and enters the nines as he puts himself P2. Tailman is on his lap as he comes through Portier. Now there's a car park at the exit of Portier. Fortunately, there was ghosts there.
Speedy is saying in chat that the timing is bugged again. So
Yeah.
that would explain why Timo and Satoshi went out.
Yeah, it is bugged, the timing. It happened last week, it's happened again. It must just be a persistent glitch on the Codemasters game, but we're going to have to deal with it and trust that these drivers know what they're doing and not going out at the wrong time. As Tailman is going to come across the line, and he's going to set a 1 minute 9.298.
Oh, that's fast. Motocross is coming over the line. And the Inferno Koi will be the last one. Motocross P2. Very good lap. Inferno Koi, what can... Oh, he has to abandon his lap, I see. I think this was qualifying then.
No, we've got Satoshi on the lap.
Yeah, the bug timing, of course, yeah.
Yes,
Strange, where did this bug came from?
Yeah, I think it came after the 1.22 update, so we'll just have to see as Satoshi really gets the final couple corners wrong. He was up by quite a bit of time. He's obviously straight as he weaves the wheel.
Ooh, Canopus is going for it. He might go for P3. Oh, okay, yeah, I see it now, yeah.
So the Hammer will be the last one to cross the line out of all the drivers, and he pulls into the pit. So that is, oh, you can see there's a bit of a glitch, but that is our grid for the qualifying for the Monaco Grand Prix. Tailman on pole for today's race. A great drive from him to put himself on pole by a hefty margin of 5/10 over Motocrosser, who's in P2 with a 1 minute 9.8. McKenna in P3, Timo in P4 after a qualifying that didn't look very good. He puts himself up in a a high position for today's race. Hugo's P5, Knut was P6, Satoshi P7, Ron P8, Verk P9, Pixel P10, Kurz P11, Pixel P12, Adam P13, Aaron P14, Joel P15, Larson P16, Keyboard P17, P8, Infernocoy P18, Hammer P19, and Van Beets rounds off the grid.
Yeah, we have the Finns taking over first 3 places, all Finns.
Oh, it's a Finland takeover.
Yeah.
In today's race, today's qualifying session. We'll see if it's the same story in the race as the drivers get prepared. And Jensen, did you put formation lap on?
It's on, it's on.
Yeah. The formation lap will be getting underway shortly, but before we get into the action, we have a little promo video.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the dying time's here.
Yeah, let's hope it's definitely not dying time for some of the drivers today, as Tailman goes around the track very fastly on the formation lap, really wanting to get some heat in the tyres.
Yeah, but his tires will be cold before the rest is there. Some people are still in the tunnel.
Oh my, yeah.
His tires will be stone cold.
Yeah, it will be. It's motocross really backs up the pack, so that gap's really big. As big as I've ever seen it. Tailman is already lined up on the grid now.
Yeah, Aaron backed everyone down at the end.
Van Beets is only in race cars, so Tailman really might have shot himself in the foot unless he has really warm tyres, which I feel like he will.
The benefit for him is that the distance to turn 1 is pretty short, so he should be fine. Just need to block the inside.
Yeah, Pretorius betting that he's going to lose the lead in turn 1. We're going to find out in a minute, as it is 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out. And away we go. Decent start from Tailman and McKenna. Motocross are really jumping down the field there as McKenna makes up 1 position of the start. Timo falling down to P5. He's going side by side with Hugo's going up the hill. And we'll keep rewarded that action as Timo holds off the position for now. Battles throughout the field. There's not really many as they all go single file through Casino Square. Pretty clean start from all the drivers as Tailman leads them off with some front wing damage already for some of the drivers. As they come down the lowest hairpin. Pixel, oh my, runs on his side!
What the
runs
hell?
On his side in the hairpin! There's a VSC and we are now under VSC, a virtual safety car after Ron got pitched onto his side. What a crazy start of the race. That's the virtual safety car.
Van Beets already up 4 positions. I saw Larson in the wall as well. He might have wing damage. Oh, what the hell?
We're underway.
Keyboard Magnussen. What? Oh, this desync at my screen.
Yes.
I think.
Yes, we're underway once again. Tillman leading the pack as they all come through the swimming pool section. Kirst is really far away from Verk. Obviously, there's been some issues near the back of the field as McKenna sets the fastest lap. So Tailman must have got a some sort of warning already before we've even got on to the end of the first lap. And half of it was done under VSC. So we got a pretty interesting prospect on our hands currently. We've already have a car flipped on the side, and Joel got 5 seconds for a severe collision. Thank you, Tipsy.
5 people in
telling
the
us,
pit.
yes, and that's in the form of Larson, Adam, Joel, Keyboard Magnussen and Hammer. Unscheduled pit stops as Knottles had to take a avoidant action to miss the back of Hugo set, almost going to the wall at the lowest hairpin. As those guys scrap away for P4, one position away from the podium positions.
Oh, Timo also has wing damage. That's why the gap's so big to P3 already.
Yeah, that'll make more sense. And then, otherwise, as the time is there, Hammer's already got 3-second time penalty for Monaco, and Kendall losing the wheel for the swim pool section. As everyone's just kind of running single file, no one's really got an opportunity to overtake so far. Ron, after being pitched on the side, doesn't look like he's got any wing damage, so it's looking all good for Ron currently.
Yeah.
Tailman's with the fastest lap. DRS has now been enabled, like it's going to do much at this circuit. Very small front straight, so we're not really going to see much overtaking through there. Hugo's close to Timo on the run up to the hill. Timo will be wanting to hold on to that position, whereas Hugo and Knottles will be wanting to get in front of him as fast as they can. As they want to close in.
It's going to be difficult though. I also once had wing damage in my race, and if you just defend the inside everywhere, you can't get past, even if the car in front of you has wing damage. So this might be an enormous strain behind Timo. We have to wait and see.
Pixel going up the inside, the chicane, as is Knottles and Hugo's.
Oh, and it
there
gives Hugo
contact
a
between
penalty.
them. Oh, there's contact between Pixel and Satoshi, and that was very sketchy by both drivers on the inside line. Knottles just sort of went for a dive bomb and wasn't really on him. Pixel not really leaving the space on the exit of the normal chicane.
And Hugo got a penalty because of that.
Timo boxes, but 6 seconds up the road is motocrosser, so that's really not helped Hugos. As Satoshi loses the rear at the exit of Sandoval, and that could have lost him more from the wing. And
we have Milos right behind Ron X.
Yeah, he is. He's within 4 tenths. Will he have a go coming through Mirabel? It doesn't look like Aaron on the back of Kirst as well. I feel like this is going to be a train for all the people that have slight wing damage that doesn't justify a stop as Pixel's lagging. Aaron brings up a 3-second time penalty. Are we going to see another dive from Pixel into the Noval chicane? It doesn't look like it. He's way too far back behind Knottles, who got very close to the wall. Ooh, Knottles losing the rear, almost hitting the inside barrier and the exit of the chicane. He manages to keep it steady, but he has lost a lot of time because of that. Well, as the field's starting to calm down a bit, we can relax as Aaron picks up another penalty after 2 in 1 lap as Satoshi boxes after his little spin.
Yeah, it's not going well for the McLaren drivers.
It's really
But we still have all 20 cars in competition, but I have a feeling there will be quite a few casualties.
Oh, Ron hits the inside wall at the top of the hill. Casino Square, and I think that might just give him some wing damage. It doesn't look like it from the view that I've got. So
No.
I think he's safe for now. Pixel picks up a 3-second time penalty. A lot of penalties in the early part of the race at Monaco, which is really going to cost these drivers at the end of the race, especially if there's a late car safety car like there was last time out.
Yeah, you just see them cutting the chicane left and right.
All to see as Adam leaves the session. So I think that is the first disconnect of the race as Pixel really close to the back of Knottles. Pixel on the medium compound tyres. Did Pixel start outside the top 10? He did. not.
I
He
can check.
started P, as he goes up the inside, he started P10, he qualified on those mediums, but he's got ahead of the normals by going up the inside, a very risky move. He did almost hit the wall, but he has got the move done. And he's got himself up into P5, Knoppel is lagging a bit. Yeah, I think that's around it, really.
Yeah.
This is where the boring part just sort of kicks in, you know, you don't... The drivers are just in really high concentration mode, don't really want to put it in the wall, especially if they're in a good position.
I mean, still their patience needs to be tested. I mean, we already saw Pixel send it massively on a spot where you can't really do it. So let's see how long these drivers will accept driving behind a slower driver. Monaco is all about patience and getting the undercut to gain some positions and not getting damage, of course. I'm curious to see how this will end.
Yeah, this is Tillman and McKenna both peeled themselves in the pits.
It's quite early, isn't it?
They should be able to make it to the end quite fine. Monaco, it's not really a track where tyre wear.
Nah, okay, but I thought the softs would be faster until lap 10 or something.
No, the softs they do wear out quite quickly until around
okay.
lap 6-ish. So this is probably when the softs will be falling off the cliff.
Yeah, so you can hear it already. I didn't really practice Monaco for Saturday.
Tillman needs to get himself around curves as fast as he can.
Yeah, motocrosser might get the overcut.
Yeah, it could possibly be if Tillman cannot find a way past. Cursed. Tillman's going up the inside. This contact. Tillman's lost wing.
Oh,
and
that
was inevitable. That was just a late dive and a desperate attempt.
How can you throw your race away like that?
Yeah.
And that's what I was talking about. Patience, guys. Patience. Motocrosser pits right now.
Yeah, Tillman's going to have to pull back into the pits. There's no way he can continue with that damage, but he is. And
yeah,
he's going to go for round 2 with Curse. Is he going to do it down the main straight? I feel a dive coming on here, but he doesn't go for it.
Tillman goes for the track position. If he can make his car really wide, he can still win this, but it's going to be very difficult from now on.
Yeah, if he hits the back of Curse, he spun! That's just allowed Tillman through. Curse goes around, and that's going to allow Aaron to go up the inside and ahead of him, and that loses him a position. But Tillman's got big wing damage, so...
We have Pixel right on the back of Hugo. This is going to be a dive as well, I feel.
It's on the outside line. So they go up the inside. Oh, yeah. Pixel picks up a 3-second time penalty because of it.
Yeah, that's karma, because he gave Hugo a 3-second as well a few laps ago. So, oh, and there goes his wing. Pixel's wing is off.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Hugo also has no wing left on that car.
Oh, there's contact between them. Hugo is getting pushed around. Raskas Pixel gets himself up into the lead of this race division league. Knoppels is still in P2.
Do we have someone who doesn't have damage?
I think
McKender.
Yeah, that's who I was gonna say.
Yeah, he's in a great spot at the moment. Net P2, no wing damage. He can close up to Tillman.
Yeah, he will be very quickly. Yellow wing damage with Tillman having yellow wing damage. He will start to close in very quickly.
Yeah, Pixel continue. It doesn't look like he has damage though on the broadcast video. Maybe it was only Hugo who got the wing damage.
Maybe. Speaking of Hugo, he's on the back of 2 SRL Pixel, so...
The 2 SRL boys all behind each other here.
Yeah. 4 of them line astern, so...
Yeah, and we have Cursed as well in the mix.
Yeah.
Funny to see.
Yeah, 2 SRL boys really making their name known in this race. The controller disconnects for the second time in this race.
Oh. Yeah, but only not in the way they wanted to make their name known.
Yeah, down in P8, Timo is the highest driver as Knoppers makes his pit stop.
Yeah.
Is one and only one of the race. McKenna isn't really making that much time up on Tillman as much as I thought they would.
Quite strange to see indeed.
Tillman is going to come on the back of Verk, so that could compromise Tillman quite heavily.
Yeah. But Tillman doesn't have any wing left. It's strange that he's still so fast.
Yeah, he's got like
at the moment.
yellow damage on both sides, so unless McKenna made a mistake, there's not really a real explanation.
But I would figure you will be at least 2 to 3 seconds slower with this damage, but it's looking alright at the moment.
Yeah, McKenna takes about the same, about a similar ape, and Tillman picks up a penalty though.
Yeah,
So
McKenna is now closing in though. He gained 6 tenths this lap, so...
Yeah, Tillman doesn't have to deal with Burke on this occasion because of the pits. And releases the effective leader in this race. Monaco's very close to McKenna. Quite close. Pixel still putting pressure on Timo in this little 2 SRL train.
Yeah, and they are in forced jet, I can only imagine, so...
It's Verk's going to join the party. Where's Verk's going to come out ahead of Timo? As we've got a VSC.
Okay.
As the Hammer is the first victim of the Monaco circuit. He retires on track. Coming in to Monaco. As Curse picks up a penalty under VSC.
Yeah, but like I said, the 2 SRL guys are in voice chat, of course, with each other. Also experienced drivers, so I don't see them doing stupid stuff here, like we saw already this race. But it's an interesting train, to say the least.
Yeah, obviously, all on the same team, like you said, they won't want to do anything stupid.
Yeah. Pixel is going into the pit under the virtual safety car, yeah, of course.
That is a pretty smart move, but I don't think the VSC is going to last all the way from his pit stop, and he's putting on the soft compound tyres. Those tyres are not going to last.
That's something I don't really understand though.
Yeah, I would have put on the hard compound tyres during the end.
I mean, you can't overtake anyway, so you don't have anything anything to gain with the softs. He can close up the motocrosser maybe, but then he has to pit again, so... Strange tactic.
Yeah, but he's come out on P4 quite far away ahead of the rest of the field.
But if he went to the hards, he would have had P4 covered, and now he still has to pit again.
Yeah, I don't really understand what the logic there was for Pixel. Was it a last minute decision? I don't think it would have been, because the virtual safety car came out way before he pitted, so it doesn't really make sense.
He had all the time in the world to think about which tire to go on, so I think it's a conscious decision by him.
To see how that plays out for him later in the race. He might be banking on a safety car, which I wouldn't count on it on this stage of the race. It's been 12 laps in and only 1 retirement, so...
But even if the safety car comes out, you don't really want to pit because you need track position.
Yeah.
Any other track you would understand if you go to a fast tire at the end, but not this race.
Yeah, this is the one race where you would not do that, but we'll see if Pixel can prove us wrong on this occasion. Verk looks to try and get ahead of Van
Aaron has no wing left.
We've got another VSC, another VSC.
I saw Aaron's wing fly. If you spectate him, there's nothing under the car. He hit it so hard. I hope they brought enough wings today.
Yes, Aaron retires from the session. There's 2 drivers down from the race.
Yeah, and Adam is of course AFK already.
Yep.
Still classified though.
Yeah, Verk got very lucky. Just made the move on Pixel for the virtual safety car, but McKenna is within a second of as is Motocrosser. Motocrosser's really joined that battle, and I wonder if Pixel will be in the coming laps. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
As DRS gets enabled as we are underway once again.
Tillman needs to defend the inside 26 laps. It's possible, but it's going to be a big task. A lot of focus needed.
Yeah, a lot of focus needed indeed. You got to adapt your driving style to the car.
Oh, look at the 2 SRL train.
Yeah.
It's so close.
I feel like Pixel's going to go for a move on Timo. He doesn't go for it. He thought about it, but doesn't think anything of it. As I think we're going to stick with the leaders for a couple laps because
Yeah, that's going to be very
close.
interesting. Yeah.
As they make their way through the tunnel. Makenda within 0.5 of a second, so no dive bomb on this particular occasion. We've seen a lot of Max Verstappen's at that chicane. so far in this race, one more at the town would be interesting, but it's not really what you want to see, particularly in this race.
Yeah, McKenna needs a very good run out of the last turn or in the turn going under the tunnel if he wants to do something.
Yeah, he hasn't got it on this occasion. Very bad exit from McKenna this time around. He's really losing the rear end. Motocross might have a bit. Might have a look. His Pixel's really closing in on this battle. So it's 12-8. Fastest lap of the session. Currently he'd be going home with 13 points as Timo pulls into the pit lane.
Yeah, Tillman has 2 penalties and the guys behind him don't have any penalty.
Yeah, that is true. I completely forgot about the penalty factor in this race. McKenna gets a good exit, but Tillman gets an even better one.
Yeah. So yeah, McKenna can just follow, but the thing for him is that motocross is also breathing down his neck, so he can't be too relaxed about it.
Yeah, he really needs to get his head down and go, but it doesn't look like he's doing that so far.
Yeah, you don't want to risk everything, of course. We saw that with Tillman, who threw his race win away. He was definitely the fastest, but it's going downhill since.
Oh, we got some side-by-side action in the hairpin. Satoshi and Kibo Magnus are going side-by-side. They've beached it. They're in the wall.
No.
Satoshi is retired from the session.
Yeah,
And
Van
that
Beat
is the end
says
of
thank
this
you very much.
race. And this is the closest McKenna and Tillman have ever been. Is McKenna going to go for it on the inside of the mirror? But he doesn't. We've just got a yellow and set 2. I don't think it's going to be any safety car on this occasion. So we can keep the racing flowing and undergoing as long as we want it on this particular occasion.
Yeah, and we have Der Hammer in the chat, giving a small summary about this race, and he just says full damage in Monaco is just not going to work for me. Well, you aren't the only one at this point.
Yeah, through retirement so far in this race, we're not at the halfway point yet. I think around lap 19 will be the halfway point.
Yeah.
So we will have to continue on.
It hasn't been boring though.
No,
Yes.
we've had a lot of action, and I think
Yeah.
that's down to you being here, Jensen. No action at the front. This is what I mean, we've got so many people close. You've got the 2S train, which is now just 2S boys of Pixel, Hugos, and then Knoppels, who, with Pixel, goes into the wall and loses some wing. But then we've got the leaders. Kendall always getting very close to Mirabel, obviously because Tillman has that wing damage.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to risk having a side-by-side moment through the hairpin. We've seen how that's ended in the previous laps.
Yeah. He needs to line up his car very good here to have 0 wheel spin. But he has wheel spin, so yeah, then the gap is just a little bit too big.
Nothing McKenna can do right now
Yeah.
that can make an attack on Tillman currently. Tillman just comfortably sat in the lead. I wouldn't say comfortably, but he's handling the pressure very well, especially with
Yeah.
with that wind damage.
I mean, if you drive on the middle of the track, make yourself as wide as possible and cover the inside, yeah, there's no way McKenna is going to overtake. He really needs a mistake from Tillman to get past. Only thing he can do is put pressure on every single lap.
Yeah, Tillman might crack eventually. It's not going to be on this occasion, as Hugos is really close to Pixel.
What's also difficult is that this McKenna is too close and he brakes a tiny bit too late. He loses his wing as well.
Yeah, Hugos is going for around the outside of Pixel. Pixel
Okay.
lets him get it. And that is
Yeah.
up in the P6. McKenna still trying to find his way past Tillman. If you just tuned in, Tillman has wing damage because of his earlier incident trying to get around Kurt in the head in the chicane. And he gave wing damage on both sides.
Oh, Motocrosser picked up a penalty. That's good for McKenna.
Yeah, McKenna might be doing this just as he knows that Tillman has a penalty and he doesn't have one, and he's just gonna walk behind him. I do wonder how many warnings McKenna has, if any, as they cross the line to begin lap 19, the halfway point of the race. Marcos again very close to that of McKenna.
And Pixel is still on 3 seconds off the top 3 on 7 lap old softs. So he needs to pit in a few laps. And he will probably drop back to P9. So
Yeah, I
that
think
shows how not smart his strategy call was.
yeah, I think he'll come out around when Cannotles is and join that
Yeah,
little battle for P7.
yeah.
Starting to die down the racing on track. It is just the top 3 within a second of each other, but nothing is really happening right now. Tillman sort of build a bit of a comfortable gap on this lap, but it is closing now. We are just waiting for a mistake from Tillman. That'll seal the deal for McKenna for him to slip into the lead of this race. He's really close to Tillman on this occasion.
Yeah, but he will cover the inside.
Tillman not really going for any defensive moves like you think he would.
No, just make yourself a little bit wide, drive in the middle of the track, and then there's no way you can go.
McKenna got a good run up the hill.
Yeah. But yeah, Tillman positions his car in the middle of the track. Ooh, there he goes a little bit wide though.
Yeah, pixel boxes like you said.
Yeah.
So the yellow in sector 3.
He got out in P5? Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. He can start charge. We've got a yellow in
Sort
sector 3, and it's Ron.
Ooh.
Ron has been to at the exit of the Nova chicane and hit the barrier. Don't really
Must have
wanna
happened
see.
something there with a dive bomb maybe.
Possibly, but he is down in the P14 with very little wing, if any.
He was in the group with Kurst, Joel and Van Beets, and they all have their wing left, so maybe it was on his own, but maybe he clipped the boarding with his
VSC.
left-right tire on the exit of the chicane or something.
Yeah, as we've got a VSC for the
Yeah.
fourth VSC of this race.
Oh, yeah.
We've had no full safety car. Just
Yeah, we need a full safety car so everyone gets back together.
yeah, it would be nice, but we'd have to have I think we'd have to have a big crash as DRS gets enabled once again, and we are racing. Knuckles on the back of Pixel now. Actually, he's dropped back quite a bit. As McKenna puts pressure on Tillman once again. Coming through Portier, he's going to come. He's going to try and get a good exit. He's going to get it through the tunnel. Doesn't look like he's got a good one. Is McKenna going to go for a move on the inside of the chicane? He's way too far back on this position. What do you mean?
Tillman, yeah. Tillman doesn't even set it in hot lap in the tunnel. He was on low ERS, so it's actually pretty easy to stay ahead.
Yeah, it looks like McKenna is struggling a bit now with his tyres. Maybe he just needs to get himself back into a rhythm. Obviously, he's been stuck behind Tillman for quite a lot of for these past 11 laps-ish. It's obviously going to have an effect on his car, on his tyre temps. The dirty air, we know dirty air is pretty effective on this game, and those tyres will be really getting quite hot, especially around here. Fronts really do take a big beating. So got a yellow in sector 1, and
that's
Renault. It's Ron.
Yeah, it's Ron again.
Oh, Knobble's going up the inside. He's been to this where his teammate. Oh, he's just completely lost it. Like oh my god.
But did he overtake Pixel there?
He did, but
He
Pixel's
gives
got back.
position back.
That is, I've never seen that. He just lost the rear or something. Like he just completely missed his braking point and went straight into him as Ron has retired from the race.
Oh, the Pixel and Canopus can't make any turns as well with that wing damage. They hit every barrier at this point.
The race that keeps on giving.
Another
We have
virtual
another
safety car.
VSC.
Keyboard Magnussen now hit Ron. What the hell?
As both Reynolds have now retired in quick succession, and that is the end of their two races. No points for the Renault team today. If you get more virtual safety cars.
Yeah, we will get to 10 at this point.
Yeah.
Hugo is making a pit stop, making the best of that virtual safety car.
Yeah, he puts on a fresh set of medium compound tyres. Tailman backing up McKenna. He's obviously going to try and get quite a bit on his delta so he can really set away once that green flag goes. And he has. He obviously, VSC must be ending or something or other, and it has. DRS enabled, and we're racing once again. McKenna very close to Tillman. This is the closest he's been, but he's messed it up. And into the twinkle section, and that'll be the end of our
I mean, Tillman only needs a good exit in this corner and the corner before the tunnel. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah, but McKenna just needs to stay behind him and keep it clean. So
Yeah, of course he has the net lead with penalties.
it doesn't look good for Tillman and this occasion.
Yeah, Motocross also has one penalty, so he will be third at this point, Tillman.
Will he be? Does Tillman
Yeah.
have 2 penalties?
Yeah, he has 2 penalties.
Oh, that's gonna take a major blow as Pixel is catching up to the back of Verk.
Motocross also has damage, so he might drop down a bit.
Yeah, that would explain the recent decline in the gap.
Oh, Pixel and Verk very close together at this point. We saw Pixel already with the dive bomb. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it here, I think.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Although he's closing in.
Yeah, he's not gonna
Nice.
go for it.
He learned his lesson, maybe.
Yeah. Got a yellow on sector 2, and I think that's
Oh, that's Joel.
yeah, Joel's at the wall. At the exit of the chicane, he's lost off from a wing. His teammate's gonna come through and take that position off him.
No virtual safety car. Strange.
Yeah, we would expect one. That was very close to the wall. I think at the end of the race for
Canopus
Joel.
has left the session. No, he was out, of course.
Yeah, he was. As Joel pulls himself into the pits. As we've got a back marker in the way of Tillman, but it won't be doing him any harm as he is a ghost car. Ooh.
Pretorius is asking me if I'm sure this is full damage. I'm pretty sure. I know I messed up the last lobby, but this one I checked twice. So.
I don't know why you think it wasn't full. The amount of debris on the
Yeah.
circuit we've seen today. Controller. Thank you.
Oh, Joel's race goes from bad to worse.
Yeah.
5-second penalty.
It's a shame for him as we come into the final 13 laps of this race as Vuk picks up a 3-second time penalty. Pixel very close to the back of him. I just noticed that. Oh, this is a bit of a push as Vuk pulls into the pit lane.
Why does he do that?
I don't know, but Pixel.
Verk had the track position. I don't understand why they go for new front wings at this point.
Yeah, Pixel has wing damage, so he will definitely not be able to close up to the leading group. Like, I don't think they would have gained 16 seconds anyway, but...
Maybe the drivers are just afraid that they will crash out if they keep driving with the damage. I can't see any other reason why you want to pit.
Yeah, it doesn't really make too much sense as to why all the drivers are not staying out and keeping that track position. We've seen Tillman with quite severe wing damage hold on to P1 for almost half the race, so
Yeah.
pretty good by Tillman. McKenna opens the DRS. Once again, you've got a yellow in sector 3. It's nothing worth shouting about. It's just keyboard minusing, moving on away from the top 3. I don't think we're ever going to see a move for first place.
No, I don't think it's possible. It's also because McKenna doesn't have to do it, of course.
Yep. I mean, every driver wants to win the race on circuit, but you have to choose between risking your race and the 25 points.
Yeah.
It's quite an obvious choice.
Of course.
You risk your race. I'm joking. Yeah, you collect the 25 points. Makenda just, I don't know, he just doesn't really look like he wants to have an attack on Tailman out of fear of just having his race really as Hugo gets ahead of Pixel. Through Raskas, we've got a yellow flag through sector 3 and Joel has retired from the session in the pit lane, so I don't think there'll be any virtual safety car on this occasion.
You never know, but doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't. Come on. Come on, do something.
Yeah.
Is
Hugo is driving a good race though, I have to say. I know he doesn't practice anymore for these races. I don't know about Monaco though, but he didn't crash out without really practicing, and he's in P5 at the moment.
Yeah, he is. So he's doing a pretty good job so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gone back to the top 3, just being close to each other on the circuit. Yellow flags, I presume, after Joel's retiring car. Which they are. We've lost 5 runners this Monaco Grand Prix. To be honest, I thought there'd be a bit more. But
I expected at least 8 or 9.
yeah, but I mean, it's not over yet. It's not over till the line is crossed. Which I found it was waved, so...
Yeah.
And not being able to make any moves on Tillman on this occasion.
I really want a safety car.
Yeah, I think everyone wants a safety car, but with that, we'd be wishing for a driver to end its race, which we want, to be honest. As many finishes as we can.
Yeah, literally the only fight is the top 3.
Yeah, I think about Monaco, you can only really put fight in quotation marks as...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's quotation. Oh, but Makenda has a... Does he have a good exit here? Nah, still too far away.
Yeah. Yeah, fight in heavy quotation marks. This has been a very stale...
Yeah, only fight that might
Oh,
be coming
Makenda!
up. Ooh.
He hits the wall at the back, and that is not going to help him in his championship charge. And he's got the same amount of damage as Tillman, and he pulls into the pit lane.
Why?
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 He had 6 seconds of buffer. He only needed to stay within 6 seconds.
That is a bit of an interesting move by the
Now
man decked in Haas.
Yeah, now he's behind Pixel with his soft, so that won't help him.
No, that is...
So it's
not good.
Motocross's race to win right now. He still has 1 end plate. Should be enough to keep up with Tillman.
Yeah. Now the real battle is between Verk and Timo.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say before Makenda bottled it. Verk with the fresh hearts. And we know Verk can be quite aggressive as well, so...
Timo picks up another 3-second time penalty. So
Oh
that's
my God.
really just put the nail in the coffin for Makenda.
Yeah.
If he'd still been up there, he would have had a really good chance of winning the race, as Tillman would have to gain a second lap.
Yeah,
Seems
and it
very
was all
probable.
it was all because Tillman made the undercut on Makender and Motocrosser. He was behind Kirst. He got impatient and worried because he lost time behind Kirst. Yeah, one dive bomb later and your whole race is away. So once again, patience is really key at Monaco.
Yeah, it is. These drivers are learning it the hard way.
Yeah.
As Timo closes the back of his 2SL compatriot of Pixel. I don't know whether he's going to go for a move as that gets closer to the back of him, so we may have a three-way battle for P6. Let's hope it's a bit more exciting than the three-way battle that was for the lead.
Yeah.
I think this is just one of the issues of racing at Monaco.
Yeah.
From a commentator's standpoint, it is quite a boring spectacle to watch, but...
Oh, yeah, it's a long one. I need to get the door. I'm back in a minute.
Okay. As Timo closing in the back of Pixel, locks up coming onto the entry of the tunnel, but I might have a look on the inside of the chicane. If he dares, he has a look just to let Timo know he's there, but doesn't go for anything major. Timo in P7. Battled for 6 points, but wanting a little bit more. Makenda sets the fast lap the race on the fresh soft, so we're trying to hunt down Pixel for the final podium position. I think Pixel doesn't know it is. Timo does have wind damage. This might make Verk's job a little bit easier as Timo is going to come under pressure. Beamer not looking so comfortable right now. Verk 3 attempts, 2 attempts, and underneath that coming into the casino square. Is Verk going to have a look coming in a mirror ball? He has a look to the inside, but doesn't make anything of it.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
Tillman's boxed. Tillman's in the pit lane.
What the hell?
He obviously saw that he was not going to win this race, and he's pitted.
I don't understand one bit about this. What is up with the strategy? Because he has 9 seconds, he will lose. Even Hugo might be in front of him.
Yeah.
Hugo is still a bit. Oh, there's a
Someone
overall.
binned it. It's
Yeah.
Curse. Curse is around.
Ah,
At the
cursed.
exit of the final corner. And could that...
Hugo is in 2 seconds of Tillman, so he might even get P5.
So...
Because Hugo only has 1 penalty, so if he stays within 6 seconds of Tillman...
Yeah, it's true. So Hugo's probably on for P4. Pixel's coming under pressure from Makenda. Verk's coming under pressure from Timo. It's all turning on its head now.
Yeah.
On the after, we've got another yellow in sector 3. I think that's still
That's
first.
cursed. I don't understand one thing about tactics this race.
No, as Pixel hits the wall at the exit up to back. Is McKenna going to go for a move on the inside of the swimming pool? He definitely thought about it. But he didn't do anything of it. He's going to go up the inside of the final corner. Doesn't do it on this occasion. He's going to wait in the main straight. Can he get it done?
Pixel.
3-second time penalty.
Yeah, Pixel has 9 seconds, so McKenna needs to be careful.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to take too many risks. Pixel doesn't look like he wants to give up this position too easily, but looks like he has. Ooh, contact between the two. Is going to go side by side in Mirabo.
Oh, he's going to dive.
Looks like it.
Oh.
Are they going to go side by side through the chicane? No.
Yeah.
Through the hairpin, sorry, then no.
Pixel let them both alive. Was the right call.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Motocrosser almost has 6 seconds. He's still in 3 seconds. So Makender has 5 laps to get under 3 seconds. I don't think that's possible.
No, I think that's going to be like 2.5 seconds a lap.
You never know. Maybe Motocrosser will also do the big brain move and pit and throw everything away. You never know with these guys.
No, we always have a tactical. I'm getting the best sleeve, so. Pixel coming to us around Pixel. Coming under pressure. But both the Pixels under pressure. Tailman's got into Pixel in the wall! My controller loves to disconnect at the wrong time, but that is a steward's inquiry if I have ever seen one.
That's just straight up killing your fellow driver.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see. Pixel will not be happy about that.
Timo is close. They are in fourth yet. I think will Pixel defend? He will.
Yeah, but Timo's not really going to make a move. I feel like if there was going to be a move, I don't think Pixel will.
By the way, the gap is going down rapidly though.
It is 9.8 seconds.
Very rapidly, I have to say.
I wonder what the lap times are between them two.
I will check it.
Yeah, go on to the previous, we'll see what the previous lap times were between the two drivers.
1:16.2 for Motocrosser. And a 1:13.7 for Makenda, so 2.5 seconds.
3 seconds, almost 3 seconds a lap. Makenda is on a charge. Let's see if he can make it work. Lap 36 or 39 of this race. 3 laps to go. We've got the battle for P6 as Pixel pits after Tailman's suicidal move on him.
The only risk Makenda has, he needs to push so hard, is that he gets a 3-second penalty himself, and then it's on track again. So he needs to stay clean and get under 3 seconds, but it's definitely possible at this rate.
Yeah, we've got our people cheering others. JTL saying go on more, or Nefluke cheering on for his teammate, saying make this Haas the widest Haas you've ever seen. He's doing a very good job of that currently. So by the looks of this race, we are going to get a brand new race winner.
Yeah.
Curse loses it.
And of course, Makenda has the... Oh, there goes the wing of Tillman again. I want to say Makenda has the torpedo behind him.
Yeah, well, he's in the Toro Rosso, so it'll be quite fair.
Yeah, exactly. But Tillman lost his wing, so...
I don't know whether, like, Tillman just... like, completely broke himself, or he...
Yeah.
intentional.
A little bit of both. I think it was a late lunch, and then he outbroke himself, and Pixel was the victim.
Yeah, unfortunate for Pixel, he's down in P8. That might be the highest you can
This
achieve.
this might help.
Pits.
This might help motocross a little bit because Mackinder is also looking in his mirrors. Can't only focus on pure race pace at this point.
Yeah, McKenna not gaining on motocross as much as he was. He still needs to gain 3.6 seconds on the Alfa Romeo if he wants to win this race.
Yeah, McKenna's tires are 7 laps old as well, so they're getting older as well. So motocrosser might still make it. Oh, little big slide by McKenna. Tillman tries to go around the outside, has the outside.
These two really shouldn't be battling. Tillman's got no chance of winning this race with the amount of penalties he's got.
Yeah.
And he won't even get P2. So it's an interesting tactic by Tillman.
Yeah.
We'll just
Oh my.
I don't know. It just is. It's interesting.
My game is starting to lag big time, by the way. I hope everything goes well for the last 2 laps.
It should be fine.
Yeah, I think so as well.
As Pixel and as Verk and Timo hit each other there, nothing too serious. Timo looked to have picked up some sort of wing damage, which he has done. The other one's second to 2. That's Tillman! That is Tillman! He's lost it on the chicane.
My god. What is this? What is this guy doing? He's not calm at all this race.
Yeah, and then there's that Curse. Curse has done the exact same thing.
It also happened to me one time.
time.
You know when you cut in, you go to the left in the chicane and your left rear tire clips the boarding.
Yeah.
It happened to all of us.
No, it's happened to me in practice. Hasn't happened to me in a league race before, so.
Oh, I had it in a night race on Monaco. The guy in front of me did the same, so I steered the same line and we both went up. It's pretty funny, but yeah, but motocross is going to win this race.
Timo's been hit by Verk.
Oh my god. And we have Hugo with so much.
Hugo's
going for a move.
Surely.
He will send it.
Go for it.
He won't.
Very close. He keeps the car under control. Hits the rear of that Red Bull there.
Yeah.
He does it again. He's obviously just not ready for the grip of the hard compound tires compared to the softs, and he does it again.
Yeah, we have to switch to motocrosser briefly, and then we go back to that fight. He's in the last corner. He's going to win this race. Yeah, he was the one who kept his head calm, and motocrosser wins the Monaco Grand Prix.
Yeah, with a correct drive by him. As we switch back to the battle between Hugos and Verk, it's very close between the two. It's going to be an outside move for Hugos. Is he going to get the move done? The side by side, Hugos picks up a penalty. Are they going to go side by side to back? They're not going to go side by side to back. And that is P6 for Hugos as it stands. Can he get one more through the final corner? He doesn't look like it. And
I think, I think Hugo wants to get 6 seconds of penalty removed because it was the second time I saw him.
Hugos has run out of fuel. Hugos has run out of fuel across the line.
Yeah, but he
still gets P6.
Still ahead of Verk. Okay.
And that, I think that's it. That is our final result. I don't think there'll be any penalty changes for Inferno Koi. And yeah, it's just Inferno Koi as he's gonna come across the line to finish P9.
And the two SRL boys finish behind each other. Yeah, but I saw Hugo get pushed out in the chicane 2 times, and 2 times he got a penalty. So if he can get those 2 erased, yeah, I don't know where he ends up. This is the podium.
Yeah, full finish podium for today's race. The 3 Finns taking the top 3 prizes of 25, 18 and 15 points respectively, as we switch over to the final results screen and we'll take you through the final results. Motocross, after a fantastic drive, puts him the first win for him of the season. A fantastic drive by him to keep it clean and his head cool through all the mayhem. McKender in P2, a great drive by him, just not the race he would have wanted. He feels he could have won that race. Tailman P3, Timo P4, still proving as the pace. Pixel, a good result from him, puts himself in P5, collects 10 points for the team. Hugos P6, Verk P7, Pixel P8, Vernicon P9, Larson P10, Van Beets P11, Keyboard Magnussen P12, Curse P13, Adam P14. Joel is the first DNF. With him is Knoppels, Ron, Satoshi, Aaron, and Hammer. So that has been the Monaco Grand Prix as we switch up the scheme.
Yeah.
And we prepare for the interviews. Who are we interviewing today?
Yeah, we have their Hammer and Van at this moment. Maybe can drag them both in.
Maybe we could.
Yeah, to keep the pace. Can I drag them in?
Can you? You should be able to.
Oh yeah, I can.
Me just kind of fell off. Oh shit. Hello.
Yeah, oh shit. I dragged you guys both in.
I guess no one wants to do an interview after that.
So yeah, let's start with you there, Hammer. I also saw you in chat. It was not your race.
I already in the qualifying. I had my banker lap in, and then I couldn't get another lap in. So that was a great start, and then the start of race, I have no clue what happened ahead of me. I couldn't see, but everybody was standing still. Even braking full force wasn't enough, and from then on I just didn't. I was overdriving the car to try and get back, but it doesn't work here.
Yeah. Did you guys saw the Renault upside down in the chicane?
Oh my god, that actually happened.
In the hairpin?
Yeah, that was in the beginning, right? Like
that was at the start. Yeah.
Yep.
I saw Adam ghosting all over the place.
He was on his side.
That was scary, man. I was behind him after the first pit stop, and I was like, he suddenly walked back, and I panicked and went into the wall to avoid him, so that didn't help either. But it's not, I wouldn't have survived anyway. It was just not my day.
Yeah.
Every little slide, normally you're fine, and here you go into the wall, and it's full damage, so instantly wing damage, and then it's
Yeah. How was your race, Van?
I mean, I started P20, like 2 seconds slower than the pole, and I had the same race Monaco last night, and I did really bad. And I realized why I did bad is I had 100 diff on my setup, so I swapped that this race to 85, and it felt so much better. But starting from P20, I mean, I was okay. Like, it's Monaco, so people will crash out with full damage, and that did happen. But I'm really disappointed not to get points. Like, I got hit by Cursed when he tried passing me, and it just kind of like ended up tilting me a bit, and I kept hitting the wall on my next few tire stints that I did. I'm really sad.
Already busy with your FIA report, neighbor?
Oh no, I'm just because I was in voice chat with Pixel, and I saw what happened. So yeah.
Yeah, there were so many
for the
FIA.
Yeah.
I have nothing to report myself. I think 3 or 4. I don't know.
It was like so many, man. I don't know. Like,
I'm surprised there was no actual safety car, but where I crashed out, I was, oh shit, I might have brought out the safety car, but I didn't come.
We had 5 VSCs, if Bailey and I counted them right.
I think that's the maximum.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's the maximum.
definitely looked like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Any positives from this race? I mean, the one thing
that it's over.
Yeah, okay. The one thing I found really positive in qualifying is that people really got out of each other's way. That's something what went really good, I think.
Except the crashed cars in after the tunnel in my third run.
Yeah.
I think positive for me would be like I had I had the chance to get more points, over the season. Now that it's obviously extended to the full track list, so I'm gonna be aiming for more points other than Prix. I feel like, I don't know, top 5 eventually, please. That'd be nice.
Yeah, well, at least we got this one out of the way. So
Thank God.
What's next?
Hungary, right?
Is
Or
Hungary is the next one. It's Monaco without walls. It's called. So.
But I actually like Hungary, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
same.
Yeah, it's a fun track. Definitely agree. So yeah, we wish you guys the best of luck for that race.
Thank you.
And, we speak soon.
Sure.
Okay, so I was moving them out, and I was close to moving you in a gentleman's lounge.
Yeah. Pixel really wanted an interview. He had a lot of fights with Timo, so
I'll try
you want to interview him? Yeah.
Hello, Pixel.
Hello there.
So tell us how your race went from your perspective. Obviously, you had a good race, and you crossed the line in P6, I believe it was.
I was, to put it lightly, furious after qualifying because I was on a good lap and the tunnel incident happened and Adam's car didn't go, so I just my PB in qual is in the 9s, so I would have been top 3 or 4 if it had panned out, but P12, so I was pretty annoyed. Then I got damage on lap 3 and I was like, alright, 2 penalties as well. But I decided, I'd pit for medium and see what I could do. Pit at lap 5. I don't know, it just came together. I was a bit annoyed with the VSCs because I really wanted an actual safety car because that would have brought me back into it. Because I had damage, it didn't get fixed.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I drove my entire medium stint on damage, and I got one epic considering. Like in one way, I'm disappointed because if the damage had been repaired, I might have finished higher. But at the same time, I came into this with the target, top 5 or 6, and I did that. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, and at least you didn't drive alone. You were with Timo for most of the race, I think.
Yeah,
A little bit of lag.
Yeah. But I mean, like, we all get on pretty well, and it's like, yeah, we're not going to try something stupid on each other because we're all friends at the end of the day, and it's just like, let's see where we can go, try and work together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what track is next? Is it Hungary that's next?
Hungary, yeah.
Well,
yeah, I love Hungary, so.
Yeah, I love Hungary too.
Yeah.
Good track.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. A nice start to my time at points on debut. Okay.
Alright, well, thank you for joining us in the commentary box today, Pixel, and doing this interview with
thanks,
us.
Wiz.
Yeah. Speak soon.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye. Oh, by the way, Bailey, before we drag Adam in,
okay.
We forgot drive of the day, but I think it's a no-brainer, right?
Who got it last week? If it was motocross last week.
Oh, I hope not.
I believe it was not. It wasn't. Motocross has not got it, so that is our driver of the day.
Yeah, exactly. I will congratulate him in the tier 2 chat. Yeah, and then we can bring Adam in now, I think.
Yep, let's do it. I'll do that now.
Yes.
Is he? Oh, hello.
Hello.
I didn't expect to be pulled in, but okay.
Oh, well, you were in the race and you're in the gentleman's lounge, so.
Yep. I was gonna say I think I know the code of conduct by now, so yeah, let's get on with it.
Well, how'd the race go?
It was over after 4 laps. I'll explain what happened. So firstly in quali, I had some weird microphone sound. The game was working, I wasn't lagging, and then the game just kept cutting out on my mic. Then Aaron crashed, and then I was on a hot lap, and then I crashed into him in Mirabeau. And then on lap 1 with the VSD, I was doing something in the pause menu. I come back to find I'm lagging inside keyboard Magnus, and then I get catapulted into the harbour wall and spin round. And then on lap 3, I think I blew some wing damage, and then I think my hand had just gone, and I was like, I can't do 40 laps, so I just decided to park up and retire for this race because, yeah, I think that has said enough about it. But in the end, yeah, it's Monaco, so it's expected.
Well, yeah, it is Monaco at the end of the day. But so how did you feel about Hungary, which is the next track? Is that a good track for you? Or?
How's Hungary for me? As long as it's not qualifying on the softs, then I'll be okay. It's just avoiding out of turn 1, but I actually prefer Monaco to Hungary. That sounds stupid as hell, but I do. Because Hungary is mainly just as long as you don't go wide into the first few turns, you don't get a penalty. But yeah, oh well. Anyway, where is it?
Well, I don't really have any more questions to ask. Do you, Jensen?
No, actually not. It's a shame you disconnected that fast, but if it happens somewhere, Monaco isn't the worst one.
Yeah, I'm just glad it's over.
Yeah. Well, there's always the next race, so yeah, we'll leave it at that. So good luck for the next one. And,
Thank you.
We speak soon.
Yeah, well,
Alright. That's it. Not many interviews today, so we're gonna leave the stream there. But before we do, make sure to tune in tomorrow for the EGL tournament. Jensen will be taking part, who has commentated alongside me. Been a pleasure today, Jensen.
Yeah, thanks. Same, likewise. We managed to cover it pretty good, I think. It was a little bit boring at times, but in the end it went by pretty fast.
Yeah, it always goes quite quickly when you're commentating. So yeah, join us for tomorrow. Timor and Terra Incognita will be covering the EGL tournament. On Saturday we have the SLR Tier 1 stream. We'll make sure to join for that. And the racing does not stop there, as we get the 2SRL Tier 1 and 2 races. So this has been Tier 2. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Yes. Bye.